friends, I'm Akash. Today, in the Math Tips and Tricks series, we're going to be learning the trick for the 2 times table. Let's begin by drawing out a 5 by 2 grid of 5 columns and 2 rows. Next, for the ones digits, write the 2 times table from 2 times 1, which is 2, to 2 times 4, which is 8. Then we write a 0. You may remember 2 to 8 from, the 2 times table that I just mentioned. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. Remember to add a 0 at the end. And then do the same for the bottom row too. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. So now we can split the tens digits into 2 parts, top row and bottom row. For the tens digits in the top row, we will write 0 in all boxes except the last one. We will write 1 in that box. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. And now for the tens digits in the bottom row, similar setup, we write 1 in all boxes except the last one. We will write 2 in the last box instead of 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. And now you have, this is amazing, you have the 2 times table. Check this out. It's a really neat way to learn the 2 times table. And that's about it. Now you have learned the trick to memorizing the 2 times table. You can use it to master the 2 times table. Today, we're going to learn the math trick for the 3 times table. The reason why I'm doing 3, because if you know this trick for the 3 times table, you will easily be able to learn the 6 times table using a variation of this trick. I'll explain that later. Let's begin by drawing out a 3 by 3 tic-tac-toe grid. Now we can start. For the ones digits, we go to the bottom left box and write down the numbers from 1 to 9 by starting in the leftmost column and going forward to the rightmost column. But this time, we're gonna go up from the bottom box to the top of the column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then write a 0 to the right of the bottom row. Now, for the tens digits, we're going to split this up into 3 sections. Top row, middle row, bottom row. For the tens digits in the top row, we write 0. So 0, 0, 0. For the tens digits in the middle row, we write 1. So 1, 1, 1. And then for the bottom row, tens digits, we're going to write 2. 2, 2, 2. And then we write a 3 next to the 0 to get 30, which you may know is 3 times 10. And now you have the 3 times table. Take a look. This is a really awesome trick, I'd say. So now you know the trick to learn the 3 times table. You can use it to start memorizing the 3 times table. In the Math Tips and Tricks series, we're going to learn the trick for the 4 times table. So now we can actually start. Draw out 2 upside down W's, or rather just draw out 2 M's, kind of like here, as you can see behind me. Then write the 2 times table from 2 to 8, followed by a 0 at each point of the M. So this follows the pattern 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. And then the same for the other one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. Now that's the ones digits done. Now we can split the tens digits into 4 sections. The top row of the first M, the bottom row of the first M, the top row of the second M, and the bottom row of the second M. For the top row of the first M, just write 0. So 0, 0. For the bottom row of the first M, write 1 except for the last one. There we write 2. So 1, 1, 2. For the top row of the second M, just write 2. So 2, 2. And for the bottom row of the second M, write 3 except for the last one. There we write 4. So 3, 3, 4. And so, right before your very eyes, you have completed the 4 times table. This is a very neat trick to memorize it. And as you can see right here behind me, just look at it. It's really, really neat. And it's a really good way to learn the 4 times table. And that's about it. Now, you have learned the trick to memorize the 4 times table. You can use it to master the 4 times table. Today, in the Math Tips and Tricks series, we're going to learn the trick for the 5 times table. Now, we can start. Draw out a 5 by 2 grid of 5 columns and 2 rows. Next, for the ones digits, we just write the pattern of 5 and 0. So, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. For the tens digits, you write a 0 and then each number from 1 to 4 twice, and then finally the number 5 in the boxes. So this is the pattern. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. And so, let's do that. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. And now you have the 5 times table. Check this out. This is a really neat way to learn the 5 times table. And you can see it goes from 5 times 1 to 5 times 10. That is the 5 times table. And that's about it. Now you have learned the trick to memorize the 5 times table. You can use it to master the 5 times table. In the 3 times table trick video, I said that if you learn the 3 times table trick, you would easily learn the 6 times table trick with one that's just much like it. So today, we're going to show you that 6 times table trick. Let's begin by drawing out 2 tic-tac-toe grids, one next to the other. Next, we'll start from the bottom left corner and write all the numbers from 1 to 9. We'll start in the leftmost column, going upwards from the bottom left corner, and then we will go forwards over to the rightmost column. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then, write a 0 next to the bottom row. So do the same for the other grid too. Now, for the tens digits, we'll split the grid into 3 parts each. Top row, middle row, bottom row. This is gonna take a tiny bit of a while. For the tens digits in the top row of the first grid, we will write 0, 0, 0. For the tens digits in the middle row of the first grid, we will write 1, 1, 1. For the tens digits in the bottom row of the first grid, we write 2, 2, 2. And then we write a 3 next to the first of 2 zeros. And then we repeat the same thing on the other side, but with different numbers this time. For the tens digits in the top row of the second grid, we write 3, 3, 3. And I think you're gonna get what's about to happen now. For the tens digits in the middle row of the second grid, we write... Yeah, you're pretty much right. It's 4, 4, 4. And for the tens digits in the bottom row of the second grid, we write 5, 5, 5. And then we write a 6 next to the second of 2 zeros. It sounds like a lengthy process, but you may actually notice that this is the 3 times table from 3 times 1 to 3 times 20. So if you know that, then well, you kind of know the 6 times table using this trick. So now we can start. All you have to do is make a diamond shape in both of them and then connect the first diamond to the 30 and the second diamond to the 60. And make sure you circle all of these numbers that this diamond shape touches. And all of the circled numbers create the 6 times table. Check this out. This thing is really cool. It's a really awesome trick. Yeah, this is amazing. You can see behind me, over there we got the full 6 times table. It's a really awesome trick, in my opinion. Really awesome. So now you know the trick to learning the 6 times table. You can use this trick to memorize the 6 times table. We're gonna learn the math trick for the 7 times table. Now, let's begin by drawing out a 3x3 tic-tac-toe grid, as you can see behind me. Now we can begin learning the trick. For the ones digits, we go all the way to the top right box and write down the numbers from 1 to 9 by starting in the rightmost column and going back over to the leftmost column. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you may be thinking, well, where's the 0? So we write the 0 to the right of the bottom row, right here. And that is the ones digits. Yep, we used up all of the digits. And that is the ones digits of the 7 times table. Now we come to the tens digits. It's a little bit more complex. So we're gonna break this up into 3 sections. Top row, middle row, bottom row. For the tens digits in the top row, we will write 0 in the first box, 1 in the second box, and 2 in the third box. Okay, for the tens digits in the middle row, we will write 2 in the first box, 3 in the second box, and 4 in the third box. And finally, for the tens digits in the bottom row, we will write 4 in the first box, 5 in the second box, and 6 in the third box. And then to continue the line over to the 0, we will write a 7 next to the 0 to get 70. And now you have the 7 times table. Take a look. This is a really awesome trick that will easily help you to memorize the 7 times table. So now you know the trick to learning the 7 times table. You can use it to start memorizing and putting into your brain the 7 times table. For me, the most difficult multiplication table after the 9 times table is the 8 times table. Now, here's the first way of explaining the trick. As this is the 8 times table, write down all of the numbers from 0 to 8 from top to bottom, as you're seeing behind me right here. But once you reach 4, include an extra 4 and continue until 8. Next, for the ones digits, write the 2 times table starting from 0 up to 8, again from bottom to top. And once you reach 8, repeat and go again from 0 up to 8. And once you're done, you have the 8 times table, as you can see right here. And here is the second way of explaining the trick. As you can see here, let's create a box of 5 columns and 2 rows. For the ones digits, just like you've seen in the first method, we're going to write down the 2 times table from 0 to 8 in both rows, but this time backwards in the opposite direction from 8 to 0. So 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Now, for the tens digits in the first row, we will write down the numbers from 0 to 4, as you see here. And for the tens digits in the second row, we will write the numbers from 4 to 8. And once you're finished, you will have the 8 times table, as you can see right here. Do you know the 9 times table? I'm sure you do. But for me, the 9 times table is the hardest one out of all the multiplication tables from 1 to 9. But recently, I found not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 simple tricks to easily remember the 9 times table. I will let you know about these in today's video. Once you master these easy tricks, you will easily agree with me that the 9 times table is indeed the easiest multiplication table. Now, I'm going to tell you how special the 9 times table is. So, let's take a closer look. The first specialty is that if you look carefully, all of the products of the 9 times table can be read as 2 columns. The left column has all the numbers from 0 to 9 in ascending order, and the right column has all the numbers in reverse order from 9 to 0, as you can see right here. The second trick is that the sum of the digits of each answer is 9. So, as you can see here, 0 plus 9 is 9. 1 plus 8 is 9. 2 plus 7 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. And finally, 9 plus 0 is, well, 9. The third trick is that you'll notice that 9 times 1 is 09, or 9. And 9 times 10 is the reverse, 90, or 90. In the same way, 9 times 2 is 18, and 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 3 is 27, and 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 4 is 36, and 9 times 7 is 63. And finally, 9 times 5 is 45, and 9 times 6 is 54. These are 3 super easy tricks to memorize the 9 times table. However, there is the 4th trick, which is the quickest and fastest and easiest way to remember the 9 times table. Here it is. Say you want to multiply 9 times 4. What you have to do is take that number 4 and find the number before it, which in this case is 3. This number is the first digit. The last digit is found by subtracting this number from 9. So 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 is the last digit. So 3 is the first digit, 6 is the last digit. The answer is 36. Let's take another example. Say 9 times 8. The number before 8 is 7, which is the first digit. 9 minus 7 is 2, which is the last digit. 7 is the first digit, 2 is the last digit. The answer is 72. 9 times 1 is 9, and we all know that because any number times 1 is that number. But did you know that it applies here too? The number before 1 is 0, and 9 minus 0 is, well, 9. So 09, or 9, is the answer. This is the best trick to remember the 9 times table in your brain without using a pen and paper and, of course, a calculator. I'm very sure that this trick will help you whenever you need the 9 times table, like in class or in your exam, or if someone asks you, let's say, what's 9 times 7, you can just remember this trick and quickly say the answer is 63. So that's about it. Hello friends, I'm Akash. Today, I want to show you the best way to remember the 9 times table using only your hands or fingers. So let's begin by opening up both hands in front of you like this. Now, imagine that your fingers represent the numbers 1 through 10. Your left thumb is the number 1 and your right thumb is the number 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, let's begin. Let's take an example. Say 9 times 7. Let's start by folding the 7th finger down like this. You're seeing the answer right now, actually. There are 6 fingers to the left of the folded finger 7, and there are 3 fingers to the right of the folded finger. So the answer is 63. You're seeing it right now. It's a super nice trick, right? Now, let's do the 9 times table from the very beginning. 9 times 1 is 0, 9, 9. 9 times 2 is 1, 8, 18. 9 times 3 is 2, 7, 27. 9 times 4 is 3, 6, 36. 9 times 5 is 4, 5, 45. 9 times 6 is 5, 4, 54. 9 times 7 is 6, 3, 63. 9 times 8 is 7, 2, 72. 9 times 9 is 8, 1, 81. And finally, 9 times 10 is 9, 0, 90. How cool was that, right? This is the best trick to remember the 9 times table using just your fingers. Now, the 9 times table is the easiest table out of all. For me, this is undoubtedly the best and easiest way to remember the 9 times table. To make sure, you can practice what you saw by repeating it one more time. And that's about it. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss every time I upload a brand new video. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Love you, Akash.